This is a WCPO 9 breaking news alert.
We are following that breaking news tonight. A Covington officer and a suspect shot during a traffic stop in Newport. Both of them are in the hospital right now. Thanks for joining us here for WCPO 9 News at 11. I'm Craig McKee.
I'm Tanya O'Rourke. We have learned that officer was shot in the arm and is expected to be okay. But we do have team coverage for you tonight. Kristen Swilley is live at UC Medical Center. We start with Marielle Carbone, though, who is live at the scene. Marielle, give us the latest from there.
Well, you can see all the lights around. The officers are still out here investigating this scene, and we expect them to be out here for a while. You can see they've got this area at Isabella Street and Chestnut Way blocked off. That's where the bulk of this investigation is happening out here. And all of this, it's the result of an attempted traffic stop.
This area usually never has any bad commotion going on. I ride around all the time. So.
Christine Barlow was riding her bike near Fifth Avenue in Newport when all of a sudden,
heard a couple shots going off, and then next thing I know, there was a police officer running this way. All the police officers were coming, and yeah, it was just shooting.
Those shots, gunfire exchanged between a Covington police officer and a suspect.
We're just hoping everything will be okay.
Covington Police Chief Robert Nader says the department got a call about a man with a gun on Scott Street around 6:20 p.m. Officers saw a vehicle matching the description of the suspect's vehicle. That led to a traffic stop here in Newport, where both the suspect and the officer fired shots. Both were hit and taken to UC Hospital. We know the officer was shot in the arm and suffered non-life-threatening injuries.
Keeping my fingers crossed everything is okay.
Nader says Kentucky State Police are investigating.
We don't investigate ourselves in these type of incidents.
It's unclear just how many shots were fired.
I'd rather be at the hospital with him than standing here in front of you. I'd rather him not be at the hospital, put it that way. So yeah, it's a little tough right now.
It's scary, you know. Some people, you never know what's going to happen.
And we do know that that officer that was shot, he is a veteran officer with the police department. The chief also tells us that it's been a few years since the force has actually dealt with an officer-involved shooting. Reporting live in Newport, I'm Marielle Carbone, WCPO 9 News.
Marielle, thank you very much. Our coverage continues right now with Kristen Swilley. She joins us live from UC Medical Center, where she's actually waiting to learn more about the officer and the suspect's condition tonight. Kristen.
Good evening, guys. As you mentioned off the top there, both were taken here to UC Medical Center. That officer shot in the arm and expected to make a full recovery. We are still waiting to learn more, though, about the suspect's current condition at this time. Now, earlier we saw several police officers from Covington out here outside the emergency room, as is custom when situations happen like this. Chief Robert Nader spoke with us briefly tonight. He couldn't shed light yet on the officer or suspect's identities or exactly how long that officer has been on the force, but he did share the effect this is having on the department as a whole.
It's very stressful. We're all worried about our officer. It's always a stressful time. Anytime a shooting or any kind of serious injuries taking place, a car wreck or anything, it is stressful. So we're just hoping everything works out to the best, and we're keeping our prayers and thoughts. We're hoping everybody else will do the same for us.
When we spoke with Chief Nader, he did say he was in the process of reaching out to family and notifying them. Only after that process is complete do we expect to learn more about who he is and exactly what happened. Reporting live at UC Medical this evening, Kristen Swilley, WCPO 9 News.
Kristen, thank you very much. We will continue to follow, of course, breaking details on this story on air and wherever you stream us. Be sure to wake up with Good Morning Tri-State starting at 4:30 for any overnight developments.